Samanan tumelang mulweni abusheni di macheroni. Assalamu alaikum, namaste, good day, goeiedag. My name is Winston and welcome back to my channel Bushie Pets. On this channel we discuss everything relating to small scale farming and those small projects that you can do yourself, save on some money and enjoy the fruit of your labor. You can also use what we share with you on this channel to start that side hustle or that small business and maybe even turn it into an empire. But in today's video, all I'm here to do is to introduce you to our new vaccination record card. So what is a vaccination record card? Well, if you have a baby, you're going to add a clinic card that you have to produce at the clinic every time you take your baby to the clinic for vaccination, for drops, for checkup, for everything, and they will record it in there. Similar to that, for pets, that's the same thing. Dogs and pets, dogs and cats normally. I don't know too much about the other animals, but dogs and cats mainly will have the same thing. Where when you vaccinate, I'll leave a link over here where I show you how to vaccinate your dog. I also showed you how to complete the vaccination record card. So that vaccination record card, you will just basically record every vaccination, deworm, tick and flea, if the dog was sterilized, whatever you want, whatever you need to put in there, maybe make extra notes. And so that vaccination record card is what you use to record all of that. So before we get to our vaccination record, let me show you where we've come from, right? I'm just going to show you some of the examples of the vaccination record cards that we have, and based on the dogs that we have or the animals that we have right here. So when Whitey came here, Whitey was the first dog that we got. I'm talking about the dogs that we have. Whitey was the first to arrive. He was a rescue. He didn't have anything. I took him to the vet and we basically got this vaccination record card. I'm gonna keep it like a little bit far, so there's details there that I don't really want you to see. If I have to, I'll blur it out, but this was basically it. Just a normal thing like this. It has space for vaccination record. It has space for rabies, the rabies movement. So if you're gonna export your dogs or your cats, your rabies have to be up to date, and the vet needs to certify that. Basically, there's space for the sterilization. YTE sterilized, that's why this part is completed. And then there's space for deworm at the back, and then also at the back they give us some details that we can use for as the owner, details of the pet, and when the next vaccination record card, vaccination date is at the back. Then Heidi came, and Heidi, if you don't know Heidi, I'm going to leave a link right here. You can you can learn all about Heidi. Then Heidi came 2 months later. We bought Heidi, and she came with this very fancy little booklet. It's actually very nice. It's a whole booklet. One day we'll get there. We're still in the entry level of vaccination record cards, but this is actually very nice. When you open it, it will give you diseases of a dog, and it will give you a summary on this side of what the booklet entails. On the back, it actually shows you diseases of a cat, and also you have the dates of when you deworm the dog. Let me see. I last met you. I haven't updated this thing because I did deworm them last, and I didn't the last time I've updated this was 17th of March 2021. It's like a year ago. So I did vaccinate them. I did deworm them. I showed you that video over here, how to give them medication. I just did not complete this. I'm actually behind with this, but I know I'm keeping it up to date. Then it also gives you details of who the breeder is, of the dog first, of the breeder. What's actually very nice, it gives you a space where you can put the picture of the dog, who the owners are, and then I love this part. It gives you like details of how to feed your dog, and also give you a growth graph to say if your dog is a small breed, at what age they should weigh what, how much. Then there's obviously the vet vaccinations, there's the boosters, and then also it gives you like details about dewormer when to deworm, what to deworm. It's all details about deworming, and that's about it. Oh yeah, certificate. Oh yeah, and when they sterilize the dog, and also when you want to export them, then they have to complete the rabies part of it. All right. So that's actually a very nice booklet. One day we'll get to that. We're not there yet. And then while taking Whitey to the vet, I saw what the vet did. He will be busy with the procedure, and he will let the guy in the front desk vaccinate my dog, and I will pay the full fee, the consultation fee and the vaccination fee. But he didn't do anything. He sent the vaccination with the guy at the front desk to vaccinate my dog, and he just signed the book. And I thought, why can't I just vaccinate my dog myself? So we started buying vaccinations and selling it basically to people as well. But then we needed to have a vaccination record card, and I'll put a picture up for you to show you the vaccination record card that we also sold with our vaccinations, so people can also keep track of their vaccinations. It's a simple piece of paper, but that is where we were at the stage. And then Shasha came along. What you need to know about registered dogs: all my dogs are registered except for Whitey, because he's like a mixed breed, and he's just a rescue. So what they will all be microchipped. So now the microchip comes in a syringe. The cat is here again pushing the stand. He wants my attention again. But anyway, the microchip comes in a syringe with a little chip inside. You will vaccinate it like normal. I'll do a microchip one day when we have to do microchips. Then I'll show you how to microchip your dog. Move it now. I'll show you how to microchip your dog, but it normally comes with a vaccination, a card like this. And there you go, video bomb. The microchip, it comes with a sticker like that, so that's how when you scan your dog, it should pick up this number, and it should at the back of the card, it will give you the details of how to register your pet on their website, to show that when they scan it, it will show who the owner is. So how this helps you is that if your dog or your cat gets stolen, and you actually see them somewhere, you can actually say, let's go to the vet or somebody with a scan, and let's scan it, and they will pick up the number. You have proof that you have the number, and you can go onto the website to show who the owner is. There will be no proof. Even on the website, you can transfer how do you put it, you can transfer ownership on the website to somebody else. So this is also one of the vaccination. This is Shasha's. It also gives us a normal booklet that just folds in like this, and it basically just has details of the microchip. And then obviously we got these guys, the cats, and they came with their owners, also like a normal card. It just folds up like this, and this is where we actually we have two of these now that folds like this. So this is basically where how we got to our design for our card. So this one also doesn't have much. It's basically doesn't give you information. It just gives you space to put your records. And the normal records that you have to have on your vaccination record card is who's the pet, who's the owner, maybe who the breeder is, and what kind of vaccinations you gave it, dewormer, tick and flea, sterilize, rabies movement, and that's about it. And the next vaccination date. So that's the most common details that you need to have on your vaccination record card. So now I'm gonna show you what ours looks like. So after printing it, so this was designed by somebody in our church. She has her own online company where she does designing, promoting and marketing online. I'll ask her if I can use her details, and I'll put it in the description of this video. You can use her if you want to. Very reliable. She did it for me. Thank you very much. This is the design that we came up with. It's the same design that I took from the other two, because it's like the most common, and this is entry level, guys. This is our first vaccination record card, and we'll get to upgrade it in a year's time. So I did business with a breeder out in Uganda. Yes, out in Uganda. So our Bushie Pets grew a lot, and I'm gonna leave a link here to show you to where I explained why Bushie Pets have closed. You can see I'm also dressed Bushie Pets, because this is our first step to getting Bushie Pets to where it was. So that breeder in Uganda had his own vaccination record card design, and I actually asked him if I can use that, and this is why we come use that as well, or steal his idea to kind of design our own. So basically in the front you'll see our details, a lot of it's Bushie Pets. It's a design of Bushie Pets. It's a Bushie Pet product that we are selling. So you'll see that it is on it has all the details of Bushie Pets. So this is Diana. She's living the life out in the USA. Yes, the USA. She's exported. And this cat, at the time when we designed it, we did not have cats. So I asked my customers who buys dog and cat food from me when Bushie Pets was still operating. I asked them for pictures that we can use for the vaccination record card and also for the website, and they sent it to me. And I need to give the owner of this, I need to give her a copy of this. I think I did give her a discount, because that is what I promised them, to give them a discount of their next sale. I'm almost sure I did give it to them. When I go and deliver this, I'll obviously sort this out with her. But our website is there, our email address is on there, and also other means of how to get in contact with us. The website is done. It's just not available for you as yet, and that's because there are products on there that are not for sale at the moment because of the fact that we are still closed. We'll get that open, and I'll make another video to announce when it will be open. But that's the front of it, and you can see that's space for the pet's name. Now when you open it, there is the pet's details are over there. I saw that some of the things we need to change, because number one, microchip, the space for the microchip, that's too short. If the microchip number, if the sticker is so long and the number is so long, it will not fit in there. So we're gonna have to fix that in the second with the second design when we upgrade this. But there's obviously, you can obviously put it underneath a sticker here, but I kind of like made a space here so that you can put a picture of your dog on there, so that when, like I say, if your dog gets stolen, you have a picture of the dog, you have the microchip. If I stole your dog, you can say, listen, but this is my dog, here's the picture, let's go to the vet, let's get it scanned. You'll pick up the number, go on the internet, yes, I'm the owner, your details are here, it should correspond to whatever, and then you can sort it out there, of you know, how to get your dog out, back, basically. So and also when you sell the dog to a second owner, then you can put the second owners there, so basically can be traced. So if that dog is obviously sick and it's based on what the breeder has done, then it can obviously be traced back to the breeder, and the breeder can be inspected or visited to see what's happening. On the inside, I gave you all space to put your vaccinations, the records. Whenever you vaccinate your dog, you can actually put the vaccinations in there, and at the bottom, if your dog is sterilized, they can also complete that. Once you fold it, you have a lot of details about why you should vaccinate, why you should deworm, other factors that you need to look at also. And at the bottom you can put your notes, if there's any notes regarding your dog. And then once you fold it again, there's space for deworming and also tick and flea treatment that you've done. Like for us, we do the Fibrotech or the Bravecto. So guys, that's our design. Obviously we're gonna change a lot. We're gonna be selling this for the next year. After a year, we're going to revamp, because I saw some problems that I didn't pick up once I said, okay, I'm happy with the design. There's a few things that we will change and fix about this, but we are happy to say that this is our first step in getting Bushie Pets back. We have a lot of plans on how to get Bushie Pets back, and we've recently discovered that if we start Bushie Pets again from where we wanted to start off from, it's going to take that much longer because of the amount of capital that we have to give out. So we're going to start the same way we started Bushie Pets in the first place, and that's from the ground up. And what we decided to do is that the things that we keep for our own animals, we're going to make that available to the public, and that is the vaccinations and the vaccination record card. I always have that for my own dogs, and people are asking me about it, so why not just make it available so that they can use it. Now you know how to vaccinate a dog. Also, I'll leave the link again here. you can vaccinate your own dog. Most breeders does it. Most people with big breeds that can't get the dogs to the vet, they will go buy the vaccinations and vaccinate their own dogs at home. You just have to have that relationship with your dog where it will allow you to do things like that. So that's basically it. So it's not that difficult, but this is our first step. Second step will be to add, in a couple of months time, I'll do another video to say, okay, now we've added the medicine. Now there's another breeder in Uganda that he uses a lot of vaccination, like supplements and all of those things that he can't get over there, and used to use me to get it to him. So I will basically buy it, drop it off at his brother, and his brother will see to it to go to Uganda. But the medicine is something that we're going to add on step 2: dewormer, tick and flea, supplements, and all of those things. And once we get that off, we'll take it to the next step, which is obviously the dog food. And then we're also trying to get the boarding kennels up and running. We have space here, we're still busy cleaning. There's a lot of work over here. My machinery just can't handle the heat here. Sooner or later I'm gonna have to upgrade my machinery so to handle the heat and all the work here. But once we get the kennels up and running, then there's a lot less lawn to clean. So that is the steps that we are taking to get Bushie Pets back on track. This is the first step. Step 2 is the medicine, and then we'll take it further. So but I'll keep you up to date as we go along, so you can also know what we have in store for Bushie Pets. So if that's the end of this video. If you like the information that I shared, give me the thumbs up. If you don't, give me the thumbs down. If you have any questions and suggestions, leave them in the comment section down below. I'll be sure to answer all of them. I'll be sure to answer all of them for you, and get back to you with whatever questions and suggestions you have. If there's anything that you want Bushie Pets to supply that you are looking out for, please let me know what that is, so we can also start sourcing that and incorporate that into our product list. What we're also trying to do is get that, like I said, we want to get the boarding kennels, we want to get the cattery, we're going to get a rabbitry. We're gonna do it for the kids, obviously, the rabbitry. Then we also want to get a reptile room. People are so scared to say, hey, I want some ball pythons and stuff here, and they say I'm not coming there, which is fine, no problem. But the aim of it is to say, we get the reptile room together, that if you have reptiles and you have to go on a holiday, nobody to look after them, we will take care of them. And that's the plan of Bushie Pets. So that's it for me for now. Until next time, keep well, stay safe, stay tuned for more updates. Until next time, away.